Beon, Beon, the verb to be. And now part 3. So in the first video, in part 1, we saw the verb beon, which is equivalent to be, the verb to be in modern English. In part 2, we saw some conjugations. And now in part 3, we are going to see some remaining conjugations for this verb. Okay, so the first conjugation we are going to see is the subjunctive. So the conjugations related to the subjunctive. What is the subjunctive, Axel? Well, the subjunctive is a mood in languages. What is a mood? It's a way of changing or giving nuances to your statement. So if your statement is a fact, it's in the indicative mood because it indicates, it shows something as true. Now, if what you say is in the subjunctive, it's not factual. You are just supposing something. So the subjunctive is not used in modern English the way it was used in the past in Old English. It's not used as often as it used to be used. Yeah. But we still use it sometimes. Like think of a sentence like, for example, if I were you. If I were you. I'm not saying I am you. I'm not oblivious of the fact that I am myself and you are yourself. I'm just saying, suppose I am you. So if I were you, right? That's the subjunctive. And how do we use the subjunctive in Old English with the verb beon? Well, for the singular forms, we have the word beo, which is just beon without a final n. Beo. We can also say sie. Now, for the plural, we should say beon. Yes, just like the base form, just like the infinitive, beon. But we can also say sien. Again, it's long. Sien. It's not sien. No, it's sien. Right, sien. So if you keep watching these videos in a very intuitive manner, you will get the feeling of this difference between short and long syllables. Sien, right? So let's use those words in a sentence. Let's say I want to say if you are such and such, if you are, I don't know, anything, if you are. In modern English, we know that you can refer to one person or to 2, 3, several people, right? And we usually say you guys, you folks, or something else. Right, so if you want to say if you are, if by that you mean one person, if it's singular, we should use beo. So if, and if is if in Old English. If tu, we already saw that, it's you. If tu beo, or if tu sie, if you are. Now, if you interpret this you and if you are as plural, you should say if, ye is you in Old English, but it's plural. If ye beon, if ye beon, or if if ye cn, cn, right? So if thu beo slash sie, if ye beon slash cn. Now let's talk about the imperative, and what is that? That's also a mood, and it's related to commands. So do this, do that. That's the imperative mood. How do we say that in Old English? If it's singular, again there is this difference. If it's singular, you can say beo, beo, just like with the subjunctive, beo, beo. And if it's plural, you can say beoth, beoth, right? But you should be very attentive here to one very important fact. Remember that I said in part 2 that the verb wesan competed with the verb beon, and the verb wesan was used in the past, primarily in the past. Now when it comes to wesan was used in the past, and beon is used in the present, at least in the singular forms. Now when it comes to the imperative, this competition is not decided. We have the forms beo and beoth, beo and beoth, but we also have the forms wes for the singular and wesoth for the plural, right? So this competition is not decided. Now the participles. So the present participle is beonde, beonde, and the past participle is beon. Sometimes in Old English it's very common. It's also very common in German. When it comes to a past participle, you can just attach ge, so it's pronounced ye. So yebeon. Yebeon is the same thing as beon. So pay attention. You have beon for the past participle, and you have beon for the plural subjunctive form. You have beo, beo for the singular subjunctive, and you also have beo for the singular imperative form, right? Now one last thing is that that competition between beo and wesan, it's not decided when it comes to the imperative, and it's not decided when it comes to the present participle. So you can say beonde, but you can also say wesende, wesende. Okay, so now with this part 3 we have seen a lot about the verb beon. I hope this was useful for you. I hope this was clear. It's bound to have mistakes here and there, but it's something. We don't have many things in terms of Old English on the internet. So I hope to see you in our next video.